7th, 1997. We're here with Bertie and Bill Gervitz. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
All right, I'm Bill Gervitz. This is Bertie Gervitz. This is this is second marriage for both of us. So in case you're interested in...
Yeah, we are interested.
So this is part of it, okay?
We're married 10 years.
We're married 10 years, okay.
So how am I related to you?
All right, now, after I married Ruth Victor. Ruth Victor had 4 sisters. There were 5 sisters in the family. Now, your mother was one of the sisters.
Grandmother. Now his mother.
Your grandmother, I mean.
My dad's mother.
Yeah. Your grandmother was one of the sisters. There were 5 sisters.
What was her name?
Ethel. There was Florence was the oldest, Ethel, Valerie, Doris, and Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the age the way they came. In fact, your grandmother's father, Victor, Hyman Victor, that's really not their name. Because what I understand, what I was told, is when they came over and they were in Ellis Island, and he said, my name is Chaim Victor Hervis or something, I forget what their name. But he said 2 names is enough, so your name is Hyman Victor, that's your name. And loads of people got names they didn't even know about. So that's how the name became Victor. I know they come from Rizhnoi. Your great-grandfather comes from Rizhnoi because when they came here, they formed a Varane, and the Varane bought the cemetery. It's not one lot.
A club?
Yeah, it's like a
brotherhood.
A brotherhood,
something of that sort.
Yeah. And this was not one lot. This was a whole section. I mean,
why did they buy it?
Because according, it's funny about Jews. The first thing they do is think about cemeteries. Wherever, I can't tell you why, but it's true. Wherever they go, the first thing they do is get cemeteries. There's something about it.
Take care of their dead.
Right. There's something about it. This is the way they react.
The way I understood was that the people in this Rizhnoi, they were all like kinsmen or landsmen.
Well, they all
were they're not necessarily all related to each other.
No, but because they come
from the same village.
They come from the same village, they knew each other.
Right.
Most
and that's
of them.
how you start your
club.
Your club, your Varane.
Right. That's how you started. When they came to this country, they looked in the telephone book or however they did it, and they wanted to find out, who do I know? Oh, this name here, we had so-and-so in our town. Maybe it's the same one. So they call them up or go to them and talk. Yeah, well, it's the same one. They all knew each other. And this is how they formed the Varane. And they would take out some outsiders. And because I know your father took Garfinkel in, and then there was another carpenter he took into the frame. They were not same townspeople.
When you mean Chaim Victor did that?
Yeah.
Victor. Yeah, well, because Ike Garfinkel and Chaim were very good friends.
And they always worked on the same jobs. They worked for the same people, and so they were very good friends. And there was another I can't think of his name.
Jack Cohn.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll tell you about Jack Cohn.
Yeah, tell us about Jack Cohn.
Jack Cohn was not a relative. But, like all the foreigners, when they came to this country, they always were afraid they're not going to make a living and it might be tough. So they took him in as a boarder. Jack Cohn was a boarder in the Victor's home.
With the 5 girls?
With the 5 girls, he was the boarder.
Now,
that's right.
Chaim's wife was Rose.
Rose.
His first wife. He had 3 wives.
Yeah, but the first one, Rose, they used to call her Bubby. That was her nickname. I'll tell you why, because the girls in her family never lived long. So in order to make her live long, if they called her Bubby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A Bubby is a grandmother.
Right.
So they figured that would help her. All right? That was the psychology of that.
That's cute.
Did it
Yeah.
help?
She lived
Lived
pretty
till,
good.
62 or something.
Yeah, she lived till, in those days. It was
So
pretty
Jack Cohn went
Was up
everywhere
north.
though, but he went everywhere. He would be invited to the bar
good. Yeah,
mitzvahs.
they all knew him like he was right in the family.
Right.
almost.
Right.
Yeah, he'd come all over.
Did they
Then
have a
he-
bedroom for him?
Yeah, he had a bedroom. The
With
rest
all
of
the
them,
kids?
well, yeah, the girls slept all over the place. I don't know.
And Jack Cohn never married.
No, he never got married. Yeah, that's right. He was a bachelor all his life. You know, they probably had a terrible childhood. You know why? Because Mr. Victor left them. He left Rose Victor with the 5 girls in Europe. How could they get along? You know what I mean? They had no food, and they had to stay with somebody. If I remember, I think either Doris or Valerie saying about being like a slave to one of their relatives, you know, because they lived with them in that part until Mr. Victor got to bring them over here. So I imagine that probably affected Florence because she was the oldest one. She might have thought it her liability to help take care of them.
Now, were all of the girls born in Europe, or I thought Ruth was born in America? She's the youngest, but she was born
They're all
in
European.
Russia.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In fact, on the thing from the steamship, it made Doris and Ruth the same age. It was wrong.
Well, they picked their own.
No. What happened? Mr. Victor had to give all the information, and they weren't here yet.
Oh.
And so they got like a mixed review, which is not
Right.
correct.
Well, anyhow.
I think I ran out of tape.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're done.
Okay.
This
I
was all
have-
being recorded.
I have a son in Elk Grove. He's a
Right,
pharmacist.
pharmacist.
We
No,
were there
there's still a little bit
yesterday.
left.
Huh?
There's a little bit left, but it's running out.
Okay.
Well,
But I'm signing off.
Sign off.
Is he
Sign it.
still gonna take it?
That's
Right.
it.
Huh?
What?
No.
What are you talking about, Bertie?
Is he taking pictures?
That's
now?
it. It's over now.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You can say bye one last. You
Bye,
can-
Bye.
everybody.
So long.
See ya.